Welcome back to Cine Gear. Today we're looking at some jaw-dropping drone finds that have made headlines over the years. From flying over stadiums to causing security scares at the White House, these cases are both fascinating and educational. For most of these, I'm not going to mention the names of the pilots because I think the fines they paid are punishment enough. Starting off, number one, we have a drone pilot who flew his drone over Citi Field where the Mets play. This drone flight cost him $2,200 in fines. Number two, a drone pilot flew above the US Open at Billie Jean King National Tennis Center in Queens. With only 200 people watching, his drone crash landed 70 feet from the tennis court, leading to a fine of $2,200. Number three, a drone pilot took his drone to the skies within the Washington, D.C. flight restricted zone. Interestingly, nothing bad seemed to happen, but he still faced a hefty $3,300 fine. There were actually two pilots who were flying next to each other on this flight, and they both had to pay a $3,300 fine. Number four, a drone pilot flew his drone in Lafayette Park near the White House, causing the Secret Service to clear the area due to the drone operation. He paid a hefty $4,400 fine. Number five, a drone pilot's misadventure became a national conversation on drone safety when his drone crash landed onto the White House lawn. He was fined $5,500, and later the reports revealed he was a government employee and was allegedly drunk during the flight. All things you should not do. Before we keep going, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you like this sort of content. We love diving into different equipment and gear and reading stories like this, so if you want to see more, make sure you subscribe. Number six takes place in Virginia. This drone pilot has cases that date back to 2012 when they were first fined $10,000 for drone-related violations at the University of Virginia. This marked the first drone fine case in the US, which eventually got settled to $1,100 after a lengthy legal battle. Number seven, a media production company in the Bronx was hired to film Fordham University's commencement ceremony, but they found themselves in hot water for various violations that included reckless flying. They eventually settled with the FAA for $5,000 and monthly payments of $222 until June of 2017. And last but not least, the grand finale, Skypan, had to pay a whopping $1.9 million fine. Skypan repeatedly flew near high-rises and restricted airspace, making it the largest drone fine ever awarded. Skypan is based out of Chicago. They are an aerial photography company, and they were awarded an unprecedented $1.9 million fine from the FAA. Now, you might be wondering how the FAA conducted its investigation into Skypan, but the details are kind of scarce. The FAA initially received anonymous complaints about Skypan's flights that were in Class B airspace, and this started an extensive investigation. The only critical issue here is that Skypan did a lot of their flights between 2012 and 2014, when a lot of drone regulations were kind of uncertain. Drones were just still getting off the ground, and the FAA was trying to keep up with how they were going to regulate the industry. So these drone fines serve as an important reminder of the importance of following drone regulations, respecting restricted airspace, and flying responsibly. A lot of these cases were pilots who were flying for universities or flying for different companies. It just shows that you, as a drone pilot, you are responsible for knowing the rules, and as a client, you're responsible for knowing that your contractor is following the rules, because in the end, you both can be paying some fines. So if you found this video intriguing, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more captivating drone content. But thanks for joining today. We'll catch you in the next video.